It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Houston Texans. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. After the interception, here's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. To throw again is Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing now is Stroud. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Stroud looking to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
First and 10, it's Stroud. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell from 13 yards out. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this is exactly why this team wanted to take this young man. They thought his ability to bounce back from mistakes and quickly turn them into positives, that was something they wanted on their team, and we just saw evidence of it right there. This young man doesn't let anything get to him, and he finds a way to come back big.
Let's ride, dog. Me and you, baby. Me and you.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. We discuss it a lot, but he is so hard to get to the ground, and we saw it right there.
How about that low center of gravity, the strong frame that he has? If you're a bowling fan, you would understand and recognize when that ball goes right into the pocket and pin scatter. It's exactly what we saw there on that run, wasn't it?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's Jackson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Jackson will throw again. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
A first down carry for Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Inside handoff to Mixon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Jackson on 1st down. Finding Walker complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. In the 2nd quarter and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling. As Stroud now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st down, here's Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And here comes a return from just now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Mixon will get it to start the second half. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Mixon with a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Stroud looking to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They run for it with Mixon, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans have retaken a third-quarter lead. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gamble with a running play, and boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game, a really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it, or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get... And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 41, here's second down and 5.
Again, it's Mixon.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Mixing up the middle. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Stroud working out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Tank Dell with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staff some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Yeah, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
He's got Henry.
Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Jackson.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson.
A short throw caught by Andrews. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing, Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson to throw.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Jackson options out left, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Inside handoff, Henry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This 2nd and 4.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it. They don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it.
Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Jackson.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Jackson, option right.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
It's a touchdown run from 10 yards out. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
It's showtime, baby. Here we go. Man. Don't stop that mark. It's one play at a time, baby. We got the big time now. Let's go, man. We got the win, boys. Oh, he's ridiculous. Let's hit it and get it, baby. Once again, this is the call for the star. I know you hype. I know you hype.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now it's Stroud's turn in OT.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Trenton Simpson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Stroud now on fourth down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
So it's a win here for the Ravens, and it was just too much Lamar Jackson. He really played well.
Yeah, and he did it with both his arm and his legs. You talk about a dual threat. How about this headline? 2 touchdowns passing, 2 more rushing. They just couldn't find a way to slow him down.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm